Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a video on brushes. Just brushes are great. I love brushes. It's one of the things that I spend the most time shopping for, and I really think about the brushes that I buy. I have kind of all over the place favorites, so let's just get into it. I'm going to start with foundation, and these are new. I do want to say, FTC, none of these brushes I have ever been sent. I have bought all of my brushes. Brushes are the one thing that I will buy myself. I will not ever, it's kind of my holy grail thing as far as makeup. I think brushes add so much to how one applies makeup and everything, so yeah, I buy my brushes. These are great foundation brushes. I actually got these for my birthday, and they're the Sigmax brushes. All in all, I have the Sigma eye kit, and then I have the eye brushes from Sigma, and then I have these brushes. And I have to say, these are my absolute favorite. I really love the flat top kabuki for foundation. I used it today. I've used it, I've just really loved it, and I've had this brush 2 days, and I love it. It applies foundation so effortlessly, and it's just so amazing. I love this brush. This is the contour brush, and I like this one as well. It's really good for doing bronzer, and I really like it for highlighting. I don't contour all the time, but I did use this for contouring once already. I did like it, so it worked out well for me. And this is the round top one. This one I haven't found such a good use for. I don't find that it applies foundation as effortlessly as this one. But it is good for, this also is so dense that if I really buff anything out with this, it can micro exfoliate my skin. So this one I'm not like completely set on yet, but these two definitely are awesome. Okay, whoa, just dropped stuff. Okay, for blush, also a foundation brush I like a lot. One that I've been using for a long time is the 187 by MAC. This is actually probably going to be my new highlight brush or bronzer brush for me, since I have the new ones that I like so much. But this is a good brush. I like that one a lot. I apply pretty much all of my blushes with the 109 from MAC, and I love this brush. I think that it is kind of like your most multi-purpose brush. I've used this to contour. I used this to blend out foundation. I've used this for highlighting, just blush. This is basically my favorite blush brush, but I love this brush. It's a great brush for me. A brush kind of like it is the Sephora brush. It's a little bit bigger. And this is another awesome brush. This came in a Sephora brush kit, but I love this brush especially. Okay, some eye brushes. I finished my face brushes, so now I'll go on to eye brushes. My favorite highlight brush is the Essence of Beauty brush. This is the Smoky Wide brush, and you can get these at CVS. Just really good for blending out highlight, and this is the other tip that's really good for inner corner work. I have some other Sigma brushes that I like a lot. This is the tapered blending brush. I have one purpose for this, pretty much. Well, two. I highlight the tops of my cheekbones with this sometimes when I'm doing a really defined highlight or really soft. It depends either way. But I love this brush for blending my transition color. So that's an awesome brush for that. Okay. This is the 217. Very like average brush as far as like everybody talks about it. It's amazing. It is very good. I love the MAC 217. I think it's a great brush. I use it pretty much every day, so it's a great brush. Okay. These are some Sephora brushes that I really like. These are brand new. I got these yesterday, and it came in the Sephora palette like this. And this is pretty much the exact dupe for the MAC smudge brush. It's really good. And this, it says I love Sephora on it, and it has the red handles, so that is an awesome brush for blending out eyeliner on the top and the bottom. I do some cool wings with these. Eco Tools. This is like my favorite inner corner highlight. It is really small, really small. And also when I'm doing like 10 colors on my lid and I need very exact placement, this is awesome. Okay. I talked about the MAC 217. I use this one for putting down color, and I use the Sigma one to blend it out. It's a little bit bigger, so it works a little bit better for blending stuff out. They're basically the same brush, but one I keep dirty, the other one, or the one I don't keep dirty, but one I use to put down color, one I use to blend color. Okay. Sonia Kashuk makes an excellent liner brush. Excellent. And I really like it. I got the Sephora one yesterday, and I don't like it as much as this one. It came in that kit, and I don't like it as much. It's still a good one, but it's not as fabulous. Okay. Everybody talks about e.l.f. brushes. I have a ton of them. I have, like, tons and tons. So, one of my favorites is just the original professional eye brush. It's the $1 one. It's very good for packing on color. I love this brush. I use these brushes all the time for patting down colors all over my lids, blending out. It's just a really multi-purpose brush, and I like it. And then I have the e.l.f. concealer brush. I don't use this for concealer. I use this for eyeshadow. But I want you guys to look at it. The e.l.f. concealer brush is basically the synthetic version of a MAC 239. So, this works awesome for paint pots. It works awesome for cream products. It works awesome for putting down colors. This is a great brush. The Sephora eyeshadow brush. This is a great brush. It doesn't look like anything special, but it is. It is very fluffy at the top and kind of tapered on the inner portion. This is just a great blending brush. You do not put down color with this. Use it to blend. Flip it this way on like the skinny version and blend out your color with it. Fantastic. It works just as good as the MAC 217. Works great. It's just an awesome brush. Really great defining brush. Very good. Another brush that I like a lot is the Eco Tools, and I have two brushes that are pretty much the same kind of brushes. This is the Sigma version. This is the travel size, and then this is the blending brush from Eco Tools. It actually says highlight, but this is a blending brush. This one is synthetic, so I use my concealer with this. I use a very creamy concealer usually. I use the Erase Paste from Benefit, which is a salmon concealer, underneath my eyes to get rid of my dark circles. So having a synthetic brush is awesome. Now, I recommend cleaning all synthetic brushes with alcohol. It's really the only way to make sure it's completely clean. And just spray a little bit of alcohol, rub it out, and your brushes will also dry faster. But make sure you're doing some sort of moisturizing on your brushes too, like olive oil, something like that. It works really well. I love this. It works awesome. This one, like the Sigma version or the bigger version, I use this for my blender, but this one is a little bit smaller than this one, okay? I want you guys to see they're not the same size brush, okay? But anyways, this one is great for HD set powder. I use HD set powder on my under eyes. Make It Forever makes one, e.l.f. makes one, a bunch of companies make them. But any sort of powder, because I have a problem with concealer, it bunches up underneath my eyes. It's really unattractive, so I have to set it with some sort of translucent powder. This I use for that. Another amazing paint pot brush is this brush. It came in a set of brushes from Claire's, and this is a great brush for cream products. I love it, and it has polka dots on it, and it's really cute. Okay, and the whole kit I think was like $4. It was really cheap. This is the Sigma pencil brush. Now, I have to say, shittiest pencil brush I've ever seen in my life. However, it's a very, very good crease brush. If you're working on a very defined crease, like a cut crease or something like that, where you need very precise crease work, this is an awesome brush for that. But see, this is not a pencil brush in any way. It is too soft for that. But it's an awesome crease brush. My Essence of Beauty, see, this is a very large, like, eyeliner brush, but it's not an eyeliner brush for me. This is the best eyebrow cake powder brush for me. I use this with my NYX powder thing, and I find that this distributes the color perfectly on my eyebrows, and it's very easy to feather it out. Very great. Love it. The e.l.f. contour brush. Great brush. Awesome. This one I have not had any of the bristles fall out, and yeah, these are great. Works really, really well for getting in your crease. It's kind of short and stubby like a pencil brush. It doesn't move super easily. It's a great brush, but it has this, it's not tapered like a pencil brush would be. It's got a very much a domed, so getting or making a fake crease, making any sort of crease, this is a great brush. And my last brush is the Sigma eye shading brush. Okay, I use this for patting on color. I use this all the time. I can use this brush. I can use some of my brushes to do an entire eye look with. So if you guys would be interested in seeing a one brush look, I would do that, no problems. So I wanted to do a brush video just because I find that brushes, it's one of my favorite makeup things to talk about because everybody has their different likes and dislikes and stuff, and I enjoy it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any more of these kind of let's talk about videos, because this is going to be the first installment of it. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I think I'm going to do like pretty much everything. I'm going to be like, let's talk about drugstore foundations, let's talk about whatever. And let me know what your favorite brush is. I love brushes, so I will talk to all of you soon. Yeah, bye!